Are you filming?
Yep.
Alright, so the timer is going.
Yep.
Hi, I'm Bike Dad TJ, and here we are with a flat tire that I'm going to repair in front for you. What you need to repair a flat tire is air, either hand pump or automatically, a new tube or a repair kit, and tire levers. You can purchase all of these at your local bike shop. This valve is called a presta. The other type of valve, like on your car, is called a Schrader. To undo a presta, you start by undoing the top part. As you can see, it kind of has a little wobbly part to it. And you deflate. And then with the presta, you have to remove this little lock ring, which we will put on later. And then you get in there underneath the first part of the tire. We're trying to get at the tube, which is at the inside. So you get under, go to the side, and get under using the hook part of the tire. So I got under it, so that's why you need two tire levers. As I get it down, and this little hook part, I was talking about the hook earlier, this actual hook goes underneath the local spoke, so it holds it for your other tire lever to get under there, and you move it all the way around to the other tire. Then you need to use some muscle to get now inside the two sides of the tire up and over. And that's how easy it can come off. And then you get at the tube part of it inside of the tire. If you want to go to the store now, it would help to go earlier, and you look for the size of the tire, the tube on the side of the tire. This one is 700 by 38C, and that is a presta size. So you would go to the bike shop or a convenience store that you have, or a big box store, and you would remember that number, 700 by 38C, and that's presta or Schrader. This is presta. And this one, I can tell one's flat, and if you want to find the hole, I already done that, so it was on the inside, because I have patched it earlier using a bite patch kit, like this. I can go over how to do that in a different video. This is just how to replace your tube. So, if you wanted to know where the puncture was, this one was on the inside, so it faces the rim. I like to run my fingers in through the tire to make sure there's no pokings. In the western states you have these lovely things called goat heads which stick in there. So if you run your finger in there, you can feel if it's went all the way through. So, then you get your new tube out and pump it up just a little bit to give it some shape so that you can put it in the tire. This being a presta, you undo the top, take off the ring, set it to the side, and this is the nice air cap, which we will use later. You can either pump it up using your manual tube, or I happen to have some shape. You don't need to inflate it fully now. So that's just giving it some shape. And then you'll be setting it inside of the tire, the way in which it came out. And I like to put where the valve stem is by how much you're supposed to inflate it to. And it'll be also written on the side of the tire. This says inflate to 50 to 75 psi. So I like to put it right there so that if you get a flange or want to pump your tire, you will know how much to pump it up to. You will get it in there, and then you're going to put it on the rim. All tires are directional, which means they have a motion of travel. If the rear one, your sprocket or cassette always goes on the drive side, or if you're looking behind the bike, the right side towards the bike, the left side. Find the hole and start with the valve. Get it through the hole of the rim, and then work it around using your thumbs. Getting one side on first. And then going back and getting the other side on by pushing with your thumbs. And you're going to try to make seat the rim. Seat it on the rim. Takes a little while, especially as you have a road tire, which is really thin, usually doesn't have treads. Trying not to pinch the tube over the rim, and you'll know that when you inflate. Sometimes you need a little extra help doing it over, and that way you can stick your tire iron underneath and over and use some leverage from the tire iron. Need a little help on this one. To seat the tire on the rim, and I like to bring it up and then spin a little bit to make sure that it's seated on both sides, which it is. And then I slowly at a time at the beginning, going to 50 to 75. And a good way to look to see if it's inflating evenly, so kind of look at it while spinning it in my hands. Kind of make sure if there's a bulge, I kind of push it the other way. Mine happens to have a automatic gauge. check how much tire pressure there is every time. A lot of bike shops have those. That says 50, and I spin it around to make sure there's no bulges up or down. Properly inflated. I don't see any pisting. So with the presta, you tighten the top, little ball on it, and then I put down the lock, and then add the air cap, and then install it back on the bicycle. Thanks for joining. I'm Bike Dad DJ from Drifting Bikes. Have a great ride! Ride on, ride on!